Genesis 22, starting from verse 3. So Abraham rose early in the morning. That's sacrificing your sleep, that's sacrificing your time, that's sacrificing your desires. And saddled his donkey and took two of his young men, and jumping down and said that he arose. That's a reminder. He got up and put one foot in front of the other. That's faith, because faith without works is dead. And went to the place of which God had told him. He had a word. When you know God have told you to do something, you have to act it out on faith. You're not going to have the big picture, because that doesn't require faith. Faith is believing in what you do not see. If you could already see around the corner, faith is not required. And the prerequisite, what you have to do first, is to get up and move and do what he said to do. Do the hard things. You can do hard things. Arise and go forth. That reminds me of Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom as priority, to prioritize what he said. Then on the third day, Abraham lifted his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said to his young man, stay here with the donkey, the lad, and I will go yonder and worship, and we will come back to you. So it says, then on the third day, that's don't grow weary in well doing. That's sacrifice your worry for obedience. And how do you do that when you don't know what to do? Worship. Verse 7, which states, Isaac asked, my father, where is the lamb for the burnt offering? So now he's realizing this don't look right. And a lot of times when God tells you to do something, generally it does not look right. Why? Because our ways are not his ways and our thoughts are not his thought. You just know what God said to do. And in order to initiate that faith, you have to sacrifice. In order to initiate that faith, you have to sacrifice. I had to hear it twice because I had to hear that for myself. And Abraham said, so when people start to question, because it's not going to look right to anybody else either, you just know what you're supposed to do. So when people start to question who, what, when, where, how are you going to do that? What are you doing that for? Which reminds me of Moses, when Moses asked God, but who do I say sent me? And God says, I am that I am sent you. Because none of that matters. You just do what I told you to do. The ultimate, the most high God sent you. So that's all that matters. And in this life, you'll have people who will contend with what you are doing and will contend with what you said. And as long as you know that you're on here doing exactly what God told you to do, what they have to say is null and void. Say it and leave it. There is nothing to contend with, because he said what he said. And Abraham said, my son, God will provide. So when you are in a Mount Moriah season where you feel like your faith is tested, and sacrifice, get up, move, put one foot in front of the other. It also reminds me of the scripture, for the glory set before him, he endured the cross.